All right, so then we've got the Calming Camellia, and what I wanted to share with you are it's become all the rage, what I'm doing today. And I'm a little bit behind, I feel like, on that ragey thing. So we're playing catch up here today on this rage. But I'm going to start with the Calming Camellia, the big camellia stamp, and some gorgeous grape ink. And I did just re-ink it, so it's probably really juicy, which is fine. But what I wanted to share with you is how beautifully that stamps. So here we've got our, I see maybe I've got a little spot there where I didn't get it very well. I should have used my Stamparatus. That would have solved that issue. But I think it's so pretty how it shades all on its own. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to bring in a piece of Highland Heather cardstock. And let me just tell you, this will be my blog post on Friday. So you'll be able to see all of the sizes and dimensions and all of that. I believe this is 3.5 by 4, if I remember right. And I'm going to stamp that right here in the center at a little bit of an angle. So I'm using Highland Heather cardstock with the gorgeous grape ink. So now this ragey thing that I was telling you about, excuse me, people are stamping it on colored cardstock like this and then coloring the petals white. So I thought I would show you what that looks like. I agree, ladies. Absolutely gorgeous. So one of the ways that people are doing this is by using our white watercolor pencil. And then by coloring these areas with these watercolor pencils in white, then you get this gorgeous petal. And I'm going to do it a little bit different way, which is how other people are doing it. And that is using my white ink pad. Now, let me just tell you about this white ink pad. This is an old one. So it's got a different style to it. But how we sell it now is in an empty pad, and then we sell it with the white ink refill. So it comes with the white ink refill, and then you squeeze the refill onto your ink pad. Now, another way to do it is we also have, actually, I don't know if we've got the little spots anymore. That would be good with the white ink. Let me look into that before I lead you astray on that. But then what you do is you take a blender pen, and then you just dip your blender pen into your white ink pad, and then you start coloring. And when you color now, you've got this wet pen and this white ink. But what you have to know about the white ink is that it becomes, what's the correct word? Translucent? Yeah, Sharon, I know the spots are available, but I don't know if the texture of those spots are good with the white pigment ink. So I know what you're saying. Yes, they are available. I just need to be better in the know about how well they work with white ink. If someone has done that with white ink, please chime in here so we know the story. I have not tried it because I've been happy with the white ink pads that I have right now. Okay, good. I'm I'm glad I'm not alone. I try to know what I'm talking about when I come on camera, and then sometimes something comes to me and I go, I wonder. So now you can see what's happening here as we add this white ink. It's got this gorgeous, it's almost like we're taking the color of the cardstock away and making those petals white. And it's so pretty. And you've probably seen this and wondered how the heck, and maybe you've seen people demonstrate it too, but it is a gorgeous look for sure. So white ink, blender pens, and the blender pens come in a pack of 3. So you can, if you want to, just take one of those and just save it for white ink. Then you're not worrying about cleaning it off all the time, and just mark it here with some sort of label or something that reminds you that this particular blender pen is for your white ink. Because there are other stamp sets that you could do a similar style. This is just suddenly one of the stamps that has gone just crazy on the internet with this technique. So I didn't want my time to go by without sharing the technique with you because it's everywhere. So I had to jump on the little bandwagon this time. While I am finishing up here, I just want to also mention that with the Super Bowl coming up, I am going to do some giveaways. Those of you who are going to be attending Super Stamping Sunday, sorry to those of you who missed the deadline for that, but we're in a special Facebook group and we're going to have some fun and demonstrations with 3 demonstrators. It's going to be a good time. But for those of you not there, and even for those people too, we are going to do some giveaways, football related giveaways this weekend. Not that the giveaways are going to be football related, but the means in which we give stuff away will be football related. Okay. So anyway, gorgeous. I love that technique with the white. And then I thought, I'm going to jazz this up a little bit by bringing in our trio punch. 2 of them, remember, do corners. And I'm just going to, sorry for the loudness of that. I'm just going to do all 4 corners. And then what you can do, and I think I will, is also round the corners. So they're meant to work together, which is absolutely fabulous. Stampin' Up! Is pretty amazing that way. So here we've got our beautiful little corners with our corner rounder and our just that decorative punch. And then we're going to add that to a piece of white. So actually, normally we would do the white, right? And we would layer it onto our colored sheet. But we're going to do the opposite today. So now I'm going to adhere my Highland Heather to my white. So I have cut, I said the Highland Heather is 3.5 by 4. Shoot, I should measure it because I don't want to. 3.5, I got that part right, by 4. Yep. All right, so 3.5 by 4. So then the white is 3 5/8 by 4 1/8. Then we're going to take this card base, which is, and notice how I didn't round the corners of the white. It just helped the white make it pop a little bit more. Then we're going to bring in that camellia stamp one more time and the gorgeous grape ink. And I'm just going to ink and create my own little background of flowers back here. I mean, that stamp is so gorgeous. We can't just use it once or twice like we have and put it away. Let's make a background with it. Hopefully it's not too much. I'd have a hard time believing anything with these stamps are too much because it's just gorgeous. All right, so then we will adhere that, just pop that up a little bit with our dimensionals. It is a great punch, Sharon. I do love it, and it's been around for a long time. It started out in a bundle with a stamp set, and the stamp set retired, and the punch stuck around because it is, and I know some of you have heard me say, I do love the corner rounder on there. It's my favorite corner rounder we've ever had. It's so easy to use. It takes, sometimes you got to flip the punch over to see if it's going to punch right and all of that. And you don't have to worry about that with this one. All right, so we just add that there. And you know what's going to set this off even better is I grabbed the Organdy Concord. Oh, why do I do that? Concord Crush. Gorgeous Grape Organdy ribbon from the, or sheer ribbon, I'm not sure what the technical name is. And I put 3 lengths together and tied it in a bow. Now, truth be told, I was only practicing my bow. And then once I got it, I was like, I'm not taking that apart and trying that on camera. So I just took 3 lengths, about 10 inches long. Some of you maybe would be more comfortable with 12 inches, just to make sure you have enough. And then just tie your bow like you normally would. And here you go. So you can see why, it ended up so pretty. You can see why I did not want to try that again on camera. It may have been a disaster. So, oh gosh. All right. So let's talk order placing during Celebration yet. I do have a February host code. I got my December card kits in the mail, and actually I've got to start on my January card kit. So anybody who orders $50 or more with me in a month receives a free card kit with 3 cards, and they're fabulous, and you get a tutorial with it. So that is just something I do every month. And I have been a little bit behind, but I feel a little bit more organized now. So that's a good thing. But look at how pretty. Oh my gosh. So don't miss out on your Celebration orders because 20 days will be too late. And then all of those beautiful items will be gone. I also, remember, I'm going to be doing a blog post on this, so you'll be able to check that out on Friday. Thank you. And the purple, I've been using purple actually quite a bit lately, and I'm not sure exactly why. It's not necessarily my favorite color, but the purples in there are just gorgeous. So I had to. And the ribbon, I think it was the ribbon actually that led me to use the purples, which is kind of fun. And I hope you're all happy and safe and healthy. Have a great day.